Hi, I'm Professor Stephanie, and in this video we're going to practice making two-point perspective boxes. And I have an enlarged image of one of the activities in the activity book, and I have this taped down to a piece of cardboard. And you see I've got my horizon line looks pretty good. That's how I made sure that it worked. So, and I have a piece of tracing paper I'm going to put over this. And we're going to walk through the concept of two-point perspective using the box. So we're familiar with the horizon line. We had that also. This is where the box is being placed below the eye or above the eye. So there's our horizon line. And this time, instead of 1 point, we're going to have 2 points. And I'm actually got a point. I'm using yellow today for 1 point, this side of the point, this side point, and then green. So we're going to practice using the 2 points to make a box. In this particular, what happens with two-point perspective is we don't start with a flat box. Remember before we had a flat box for 1 point? This time we're going to start with what I call a leading edge, or what's called a leading edge of the box. So instead of the box facing us, now we see, oh, the box is at an angle. Okay, I'm looking at the corner of the box instead of the front. So we're going to start with the idea of this leading edge. And you can see that's, and I'm going to take my yellow and I'm going to make go dot to dot. All right, so we're going to go from this bottom dot, that's the bottom of the leading edge, to the yellow vanishing point. And then I'm going to move it to the top dot. And then I've got my vanishing point there. So right now we've got our bottom, our top, and our leading edge. And then I'm going to very carefully, because it's important to use both a straight edge and a triangle, because what happens is we've got to get this is a parallel line. We want this to be a parallel line, okay? One of the hardest things, if you try to freehand this, if you were to move this and say, oh, you know, that looks good, then we start fussing around with this and everything falls apart. So parallel lines are critical in two-point perspective. So I've got my tools, parallel, great. Okay, let's go to the other side. We're going to do the same thing. This time I'm working with green, and I'm going to go from the green to the top of this dot. That's our leading edge again, and then to there. T-square, triangle, parallel line, parallel, parallel, parallel. All three of those lines are parallel. And then now we need to get the top of the box. So I'm going to go back to yellow, and I'm going to say, okay, we used it for the bottom, the top. I'm just going to pivot over, and we're going to use it for the top on the other side. So again, 1, 2, 3. Here comes my green. Got my vanishing point. 1, 2, 3, right there. Parallel, parallel, parallel. So we have a green side and a yellow side. And then it takes yellow and green, both yellow and green, to make the top. Okay? So let's keep playing around with this idea. I want to go to a box up here that is right on the horizon line. And I'm going to start with yellow. Oh, actually, let me start with the leading edge. My apologies for that. Excusez-moi. All right, so the leading edge, again, I've got to set up my tools. I'm going to make the leading edge in pencil. Okay, and so there's my dot here on the top and dot on the bottom. I do want to go over to yellow. So this is coming from yellow. Yellow. Then I'm going to back to my tools using pencil for these vertical lines. And here is the yellow side. Okay? Done with that. Now I still need the other side of the box. We got the leading edge. So back, I'm going over to green. Green for the top, green for the bottom, and then I'm just using my pencil for the vertical lines. 1, 2, 3, all parallel. I got see how I'm using my tool? That's really critical. If you get mixed up, pause, erase, start over, and just be sure that your tools are parallel. So we have our green and our yellow side. Great. Also going to quickly do this box right here. Leading edge, yellow, yellow. I want this side, green, whoop, green. Because I'm tracing, you can see this makes it easier. Here's green, green vanishing point. Here's yellow, yellow vanishing point. It's going to be the same for any of these. Let's look what happens down at this one here. This one is, I've got leading edge. Start with yellow. That's where we've been starting, right? Okay. Back to the vanishing point. Back to the vanishing point. Parallel. Whoops, went out of the lines here. Yellow. Green. So that leading edge really makes us a split. One side goes to one of the vanishing points, the other side goes to the other vanishing point, and then we still have these straight up and down 1, 2, 3 parallel lines that are going to make that box. All right, you might say, well, let's make the rest of this box. That's a good idea. So now I'm going to go to green, parallel, parallel, parallel on top here, okay? Here comes yellow, parallel, parallel, swing it way over. Great. Yellow side, green side. Good. Let's do one that's on the top. Start with my leading edge. Working with pencil with that. Yellow. Just think about this yellow. What are we going to hit? Right here. Coming from here. Oops, sorry. Coming from here. I can finish that side with my straight up and down. Again, being very careful. Parallel, parallel. That's critical. Green. Green. So as we look at this sheet of paper, all of these planes, these sides that are yellow, are all looking at the yellow vanishing point. And the green, where we got our vanishing point, so we have left side and we have right side. It becomes very evident. All right, get the bottom. Okay, now here we go. I can start what I've already done. Yellow, yellow, whoa, here comes yellow. And then, oops, sorry. Green, green, here comes green. Okay, and this is where we have this yellow and green that we've gotten. This one we got the top, this one we get the bottom. Okay, so in review, we've got 2 vanishing points. We're starting with a leading edge. We have a right side where we get our lines from, our diagonal lines from the right. On the right side, that's yellow on this, and then we get our diagonal lines on the left side from green. And we create boxes that are leaning toward us. The edge is looking at us. They have a leading edge. Thank you.